and we're back with another reaction. So we got some sad news today, or this morning. Striker, CGM, or ex-CGM, I don't know, wherever. But I think everyone knows him now. But before this situation, he was in a situation with, Dig That and all that. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about that, but Dig That's in jail for that right now, wherever. And so he got shot 8 times. Head, body, crazy. He survived, innit? So he survived. And he went on started a podcast, had a podcast with Bouncer, and people were looking at funny, people calling him this and calling him that. He was saying that it was innocent. So these are the things. Obviously, him being shot 8 times is a massive news. But him also saying that was not a part of it kind of put the spotlight on him when it came to the YouTube. So people watch his podcast, watch this, watch that. You know what I mean? So, and he was doing things. You know what I mean? He was doing things. I think he gave his life to Christ. He looked like he was ready for round 2 of life, innit? You know what I'm saying? He was just focused and just doing his thing. So it's sad to see that he passed. Very sad to see that he passed. And I don't know how he passed or why he passed. But they're saying that it wasn't gang related or anything like that. So it might have been health situations, but we can't speculate. You know what I mean? So, but let's react to M. Hancho. I remember I used to watch his videos before he showed his face. You know what I mean? But let's see what he's saying.
Man, it really, really pains me to say this one, but Striker, aka Lugervels, has allegedly passed away. Rest in peace, man. My condolences go out to his family, man. I really hope this news isn't true, but UKL has put up a message, and he's not really putting stuff up if it's not true, or if he hasn't kind of got inside info. And what he said in this message is, it hurts me to report Striker/Lugervels has passed away. Nothing gang related and nothing violent. One of the most positive people I've come across. Someone who was able to literally smile through all the pain and negativity life brought to him. I hope God cherishes him and blesses him. It's just so sad because he was starting to get his podcast together properly. The Tremendous Show. He seemed a lot more active on the content recently. I was seeing it pop up on my timeline on TikTok a lot, on YouTube. This was his show here, The Tremendous Show. Feel sad for the girl who he does the podcast with, man. It's so sad. Like, feel sad for his whole family, bro. It's so sad, bro, if this is true. And you can see, like, they were a lot more active, posting a couple bits of content a week, etc. Super, super sad news. And some more people have paid respect to him. Like,
it's sad, man. It's sad. It is sad. It's sad. It's just like, when someone is just, I'm trying now, innit? Obviously, what happens, happened, innit? What happens, happened. But it's sad when you're trying, you know what? I'm going to tighten up. I'm going to focus. I'm going to get down. I'm doing the work. I'm doing what I need to do. And it's like that. Well, I don't know what's behind the scenes, so it could have been more than just like that, you know what I mean? But man. The way life sometimes attacks you, boy. Bro.
Close friends to him, some of the CGM lot. So I'm assuming that this news is true. So we've got JSAV CGM saying, I should have squashed all the petty in-house angles. I'm sorry, my brother. So sad, bro. So sad. This is the girl that he did the podcast with. And this was Striker after... Crazy thing happened with Striker, bro. A whole crazy thing happened with Striker. I'll give you a little brief introduction of it, but this was after he survived about 8 shots. They were saying it was 8 shots to the head, to the mouth, to his body, by Dig That, who's now in jail for an attempted murder. Like, it's just, this whole situation is crazy. This was Striker who...
Yeah, so what happens to Dig That then? No, to be fair, we don't know how the person's passed away, so that's not even a question. But if it's speculated that it had to do with health and wherever, there's an extra charge goes from attempted goes to murder. Because I've seen that in America. I've seen that in places where a boy was stabbed, he was paralyzed, and then the boy died, and they changed the charge from. But this was after he was sentenced. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it completely wrong. But I heard that story. It happened in London.
Who survived that? He was playing 50 Cent, Many Men Here, I believe. So, man, it's such a sad situation because, as I said, he was getting so active on the content, and bro, for him to be even doing a podcast after surviving all those shots to the head, bro, like that's you got to be a different type of breed to be surviving 8 shots to the head, and then you're just getting up you're getting up pretty much straight away, able to make a video to show people you're alright, and then later on down the line you're doing a podcast and you don't even look like anything's happened, bro. Like it didn't look like it looked fine. He looked healthy, bro. He was getting. I know he was focused on the gym and that sort of stuff. After all of that, like getting healthy, and he was looking healthy, bro. He didn't look like someone who survived 8 shots, bro. He looked normal, bro. He looked super normal, man. So he's a true soldier to bounce back after all of that stuff. Like I really hope that news.
I've never been shot. You know what I mean? And I've never, whatever. But that must mess up with your mental, though. That must mess up with a little. You know what I'm saying? It must have. I've been in small little situations, yeah. Not tiny situations. I could have done, but I've been in situations where, you know what I mean, like one wrong movement, I would have been gone. But when I got home after that situation, I was like, I was okay, I was cool. You know what I mean? But I was paranoid a lot. You know what I mean? Proper paranoid. People I was around, people wherever I was with, and so on. So, you know what I mean? So, we don't know what was happening behind closed doors mentally with Striker. So, anyway, I wish his family the best, man. Because, boy, mommy must have been so I made my son get a second chance, and this yeah.
Sorry, the previous situation with Dig That hasn't like had a significant role in this, but who really knows? We can see some more people paying respect with J-Sav just putting up pictures. So sad, bro. Such a sad situation. Then Horrid One, Huncho, CGM, he's put up a picture of him and Striker. So it's got to be true, innit? Like, it's got to be true, bro. So deep, bro. So sad. Ah, man, such a sad situation. And people in Reddit are saying this is crazy because Dig That sentencing is in 2 weeks and now Striker passes away. So if you guys don't know what happened, basically the rapper Dig That is currently jailed for an attempted murder charge on Striker, yeah? So I'll actually find the article and just show you guys exactly what's happened so you can just get all of the info about this whole situation, man.
Yeah.
So Dig That, drill rapper, he was
Dig That was a cold rapper as well, man. Mate. Why do we throw our lives like that? Why do we?
guilty of attempted murder over a shooting. So they're saying Dig That had been found guilty of attempted murder over a drive-by shooting in West London, right? And he was in a stolen Audi car from which at least 6 shots were fired at a man in another car in Notting Hill on the 20th of November back in 2023. Now, shots hit Striker, aka Lugavels, in the head, mouth and body, and he was lucky not to die. Prosecution barrister Kate Becks KC told the Old Bailey. The shooting was captured on CCTV and the person who fired the shots had fired directly at the head of Striker. What? And a firearms officer found Striker severely injured in his flat near the scene in Clydesdale Road, and after he was taken to hospital, bullet fragments were removed from his skull. So this is serious stuff for him to survive. Like you hearing what I'm saying there? Bullet fragments were removed from his skull, bro.
Bro, that's scary, bro. That's mad. And people be like, oh, some people are like, bro, it is what it is. It's normal day, and that's the road, innit? Yes, it's the road. I get it. I understand it. But big man, it's still a madness. Like, can't we just accept that? Like, it's still a madness. No? Or we just desensitized to everything? Like, it's still a madness. Bullet fragments out of his skull. But yeah.
And he survived.
I would say it's like having...
It's just nuts to me, bruv. How... Oh, sorry. Bruv, you know what it is? I keep on touching this flipping microphone. Pause. And what happens is, it can ruin the sound.
He survived that. Crazy. Now, also, Striker had declined to make a witness statement and did not participate in the trial. He was going online and saying that Dig That is innocent. Is that because he didn't want to be regarded as a
snitch? Yeah. But why would he think that?
As a niche, probably, but you know, for him to even be, I think he made a whole video saying is Dig That innocent or not, and this is a month ago. So let's actually listen to what he had to say about the whole situation himself. And again, rest in peace, man. My condolences are going out to his family, man. Sending love to his family. Like, also, you guys should go and actually watch his content yourself, right? I'm giving you guys the information, the whole story.
You're absolutely right. After this, I'm going to watch all his content. I'm going to react to some of his content. I don't know if it's going to make him money or not for the family or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I will, because it's not fair that we react to his passing and not react to his actual living state. And there's going to be there's going to be hundreds or hundreds of videos, people reacting to this. I understand, I'm reacting too. So I'm part of it. I'm not singing out anyone. I'm part of it as well. I need to go and watch his content because I think it's unfair to react to his passing, get views or even get more monetized from his passing and not actually go watch his actual podcast. Because his co-host, she must be distraught. I'm distraught. So it's nuts, man.
Like what's going on, but you guys should go and actually watch his content yourself, man. Like we can he's left stuff online for people to watch, and bro, his name can live for a long time online. So I'm celebrate what you can view now. Like it's so sad, bro. Rest in peace. But this is what he had to say about the whole Dig That situation.
Yeah. And obviously we all know UK 50 Cent here. I got banned in it. I nearly got killed. My namesake nearly killed me. The 9 times 19, yeah? The Luger shells nearly killed Luger Vels. But I made it through. In the mighty name of Jesus, yeah?
I shouldn't laugh, I'm sorry.
You know what it is? Yeah. You know in life, you got to make light of hard situations sometimes, innit? So, as I say, laughter is the best medicine. Yeah. And it is what it is, innit? You know, man can brush things off. You get me? Yeah. Man's bulletproof. Yeah. But, obviously, we all know your boy Nathan Takosi. The boy...
Bruv, he seems so... It just meant... You know what I mean? Like, it's just... It's... Oh, yeah. Like, it just... Cool. And this was released, like, I think, before the new year?
Dig That. Yeah. Free my guy. He got found guilty.
You see how he's saying free my guy? Like, you heard what I've just read out, right?
Yeah, man, but no, I think he's what's it? I think that's sarcasm.
All the shots to the head, bullet fragments removed from his skull, and he's coming out and he's saying, free my guy, Dig That. Like, the whole situation that apparently what happened, right? I don't know. I can't give you 100% correct information on this, but the story in the streets was Dig That the rapper got set up by some of Striker's lot, whoever he was rolling with at the time, allegedly some of the CGM lot, and they basically stained him for his jewelry or a chain or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was, yeah? And Striker's gone on this get back basically to go and do something in retaliation to that, and that was the situation where allegedly some of the CGM lot streets was Dig That the rapper got set up by some of Striker's lot, whoever he was rolling with at the time, allegedly some of the CGM lot, and they basically stained him for his jewelry or a chain or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was, yeah? And Striker's gone on this get back basically to go and do something in retaliation to that, and that was the situation where Dig That's allegedly fired these shots at Striker in another car. So let's go back to this quickly. So as you can see, he's saying free Dig That. So he declined to make a witness statement. Obviously, he wasn't cooperating with the police, and they're saying that the reason that Dig That was found guilty, like the evidence, even though Striker's going online and saying, look, free him, he's innocent, etc., there was a lot of evidence, right? So the car used in the shooting was discovered by police more than a mile away, as well as a bag containing a firearm and 3 rounds of ammunition wrapped in cling film. So they've literally found a strap and the car that they've done the booting in. Now, the prosecution case was that Dig That had made trips in a BMW car from his father's address in Deptford to the area of the shooting on the 18th and 19th of November, and DNA found on the headrest of a rear seat in the Audi could have come from him. This is Dig That's mugshot there. DNA also found in the Audi was linked to the artist known as Wesson, but he'd left the UK and he was living in Dubai, so he had an alibi. He weren't there. And there was videos on his Insta showing him watching Little Durk, who was performing in Dubai at the same time, and he was also in a club where 50 Cent was performing, so he had evidence that he wasn't there, yeah? Now, Dig That was also found guilty of possessing a strap, a self-loading pistol with intent to endanger life, and possessing ammunition, a quantity of 9mm cartridges with intent to endanger life. And he was also convicted on charges of possessing a prohibited weapon and ammunition without a firearm certificate.
Yeah, my man's getting the number. My man's getting a football number, bro. My man is... My man is getting a football number. Then I saw a thing where... I don't know what part of the UK it was, where there was a video of some guy... I think it's white guys, wherever, they're in a BMW, and they was shooting at the window of the car. And then obviously got nicked or whatever, and he only got 5 years for that. 5-6 years for that. And I'm like, huh? But people with few cases, or this case, getting higher numbers. Well, my man's actually shooting at the window. Hey, listen, it's not my business.
And the deputy said the attack was savage. She added that Dig That is a highly dangerous individual who had at the time of the shooting only just been released from prison after serving time for a separate offence. And obviously Dig That, his sentencing is supposed to be in 2 weeks. His sentence is supposed to be in 2 weeks, and now Striker passes away. So UKL has said that it's nothing gang related, right? He said it's not gang related, nothing violent. Let's go back to that. As you can see, nothing gang related and nothing violent. But who knows what could have happened? I don't know. I have no idea what could have happened. But you know, there was a very similar situation in Chicago where Oblot Louis, he was shot in the head by the police, I believe, the same night that King Von was murdered, and he survived, but he had a lot of wound. His head was messed up, bro. His head was messed up. He survived and then later passed away, and bro, it could be a similar situation.
But was it in? Were there what I'm looking for? Were there stories? Were there articles saying that he passed away from because of that shooting, bro? Because you don't want to start now saying narratives, you know what I mean? So, in my opinion,
situation with Striker. This was O-Block Louis, look.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
You can see how his head looks. We'll just quickly go to the Vlad video, in fact.
Bro, these adverts,
Run Windows,
are the
Linux,
worst.
and more on your...
You know, it's like, it's annoying, these adverts. I'm not paying for premium. I'm not. You know what I mean? But damn, is it all worth it, bro?
You can see how his head looks mash up.
I think like 750 million streams among all the different platforms.
Hey, it definitely did what it's supposed to do.
Like, he's wearing a hat, but this whole part of his head there was messed up. Now, Striker wasn't looking like that, bro. Striker was looking healthy, bro. Striker wasn't looking like this had actually even affected him that much, to be completely honest. I couldn't believe it. The worst that he looked was when he put this video up, where he kind of
Yeah.
he put this video up saying he survived 8 shots, right? Obviously, I got to mute the music, but you know, he looked. This is the worst that he looked the whole time, and he's up and active, bro. So, you know, clearly he's all right in this video. This was the worst. This was the worst that you saw him. After that, he kind of stopped pushing the gang stuff, and just started focusing on himself, being healthy and whatnot. And good on him. And that's why he was doing this podcast. He was doing a tremendous show, and that could have been, I'm telling you, if he just remained consistent on that, and just put all of his energy into that, if he didn't pass away, he would have gone on to do really well with that. So that's why I say it's important that people just go and watch the podcast, because you can still support through that.
And obviously, since that's happened, I ain't spoken it. No one ain't already heard nothing from me. And furthermore, I just got to say this, actually. To anyone out here that had the audacity to put the snitch label on me, come on, man.
Wild.
I'm too real for this.
100%.
Me?
No.
Informant. It could never be. And I'm still screaming the boy is innocent. But just for you guys out here that was trying to once upon a time say, yeah, he's snitching. Man can't do them thing there. But yeah, man, he got found guilty and he's due to be sentenced real soon. Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
The CPS, the jury. Yeah, man, they found him guilty, innit? So
That's
what's your
shame.
take on this, Mia?
Personally, I can just say I don't really have a big take on it. I just think
Find it crazy how he's even talking about his whole situation as if it's just not him. Like, so
A lot of people, I think, when you go through a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, yes, being shot is not no flipping, you know what I mean? A cakewalk, bro. Like, it's not, like, I've never been shot ever, but what I'm saying is, it's a traumatic situation. Getting chef stabbed it's a traumatic situation. Being slashed, being all that, I'm saying it's a traumatic situation. But one thing I can say is, when I had a situation, I spoke about it the next few days to my brother like it was normal. It wasn't to this degree though, calm down. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, people deal with things differently. You know, and I think this might have been his coping mechanism. It's just sad, man. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, why we don't pressure life. We pressure things more than life. We pressure things that was made by man or woman or whatever, made by human. And the most precious thing we have here is life, bro. The heart that's beating in your chest. That's the most important thing. Yes, I understand. There's things, people want things, watches, rings, diamond, shiny things. I get it. I want those things as well, but not to the point where I will be plotting on next man, robbing friends. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's weird to me, honestly. For stuff, because to show off to other man that you rob someone. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion anyway. Before, I would, bruv, if a man tried to move to me, or rob my phone, rob this back in the day, or if I got a watch now or a chain now, and someone had robbed my chain and watch, believe me, you see, I was conflicted before. I was like, no. Live with my chain, die with my chain. Live with my watch, die with my watch. But I ain't gonna lie, there's but it's most about respect anyway. You know what I mean? But I got deaded because I got dead because someone wants to take my watch. I got deaded, and people hold their form. But this normality of we are invincible, we're not, big man. Jeez. Anyway, man. Rest in peace to Striker, his family, friends, whatever, innit? You know what I mean? There's always gonna be two sides anyway. You know what I'm saying? Someone's gonna like him and someone's gonna hate him. It's cool, it is what it is. But I didn't know him at all. I didn't cover the whole dig that and thing situation. I didn't. Because I don't like covering violence like that, bro. In my opinion. It's a sad situation. No one wins. And this is the same story that happens every time. From the time even before I was born, it's the same story every time. We need to pattern up. Anyway, like, subscribe, follow. You know what I mean? Just get home safe.